I received a rather odd phone call this week, and I'm going to tell you why I think it's odd and unusual. This is Gerard Braud. Welcome to this edition of the Broadcast, where we give you bite-sized bits of best practices to help you be a better leader and a more effective communicator. Why was this one particular phone call an oddity? It came from a public information officer, a public relations expert. She says, I've watched the news lately and we've had 3 mass shootings. And the one at the Garlic Festival in California was of special concern to her. She works for a city and says she realized their city has lots of festivals and the same type of thing could happen to her. She wanted to prepare her people with a crisis communications plan, with pre-written news releases, to do a vulnerability assessment, to train their people to do drills, all of the 5 steps to effective crisis communications, all on her mind. Why is that odd? People often ask those who practice crisis communications for a living, does business increase after a tragedy? For example, after the shootings, does business increase? And the answer is no. Houston had 3 chemical explosions. People ask, must be good for business. Do more people call? The answer is no. All of the natural disasters, tornadoes, snowstorms, hurricanes that have hit Puerto Rico, Florida, all across the nation, along the East Coast and the Gulf Coast, does that drive more people to prepare with a crisis communications plan, prepare their spokespeople to do their vulnerability assessments, to do the drills, all of that stuff? The answer is absolutely no. And that's because there are 2 types of people in this world, and I want you to decide which of these 2 types of people are you. And there are 2 types of leaders in this world, and I want you to identify where you work, which type of leader do you work with, and, well, do they even deserve the title of leader? So here are the 2 types of people. Here are the 2 types of leaders. The vast majority will watch a tragedy and say, that's so heartbreaking. That could happen here. I hope it never happens here. And then they go on with life. There's a second type of person who says, this is so tragic, this could happen here. We should take steps to prepare. And then they do what needs to be done. They do their vulnerability assessments. They create a crisis communications plan. They have news releases pre-written and at the ready. They train their spokespeople, and then they drill and practice because they realize that it's better to mess up in private than to mess up in public. Which type of person are you? That's the question we're asking today. If you want some help, I do have a free program on the 5 steps to effective crisis communications. We're putting the link up here on the screen so that you can go and get it. I hope you're the second kind of person. If you are, I salute you, because most of your colleagues fall into that first bucket. For the broadcast, this is Gerard Braud.